Hi everyone, I thought I'd walk through some Runecairn adventure creation, just so you have an idea of what the process is like. Right, so to create a new adventure, step 1 is to roll on the names table. So let me roll D100. That is 19. So 19 on the names table is Erik. It's a good name. Erik. Okay. Next, we want to roll for the adventurer's traits. So Erik will have he, him pronouns. So this is a series of D10 rolls to determine traits. Start with physique. It is a 1. So athletic. Put that in the notes section here. Athletic. Okay, next is skin. That's a 10. So weathered skin. All right, next hair. 4. So matted hair. Right, the next is face. What kind of face does Erik have? Damaged. Next is speech. Is 6, so that is gravelly. So he speaks in a gravelly manner. Next is virtue, which is 1, so Erik is ambitious. And finally, what is his vice? He is lazy. He's ambitious yet lazy. What an odd combination. Okay, next we roll for ability scores. So that's roll 3d6 in order, starting with strength, dex, wits, and spirit. So let's start with strength. I'm going to put these on Notepad just in case I want to swap them. So strength is 8. Next, dexterity is 5. Tell you what, it's not off to a good start for Erik. Wits is next. Ooh, that's better. That is 13. 13. And finally, spirit is another 13. Okay. So 2 13s are the highest stat. So that puts Erik would make him a decent seer or skald. Let's go skald, because I think that fits with a decent strength as well. So his strength is 8. I'm not going to swap any ability scores around. I think this makes sense. Wits is 13, and spirit is 13. Next, we look at vigor. So roll a d6 for a starting vigor score. So vigor determines your self-determination, drive, and focus, and is what stands between you and the hollow void. So 6 for vigor, that's very good. Next, vitality. So vitality is how hale and hardy you are, so that's another d6. 3, so not too bad. So you combine those two to get resilience. So resilience is your ability to avoid damage in combat, and it's made up of vitality and vigor. So it's going to add the two stats together. So that is 9. 6 vigor plus 3 vitality is 9 resilience. So if your resilience drops below 0, then you start taking strength damage. If your strength goes to 0, then you die. Okay, so we've decided that we want to be a skald, so that will determine the starting equipment. So skald starts with a runic focus as their key item, and that takes up 1 item slot. Actually, no, sorry, runic focus is small, so it doesn't take up any. Okay, next is reindeer hide. So that's the type of armor that Erik has. And that gives a defense of 1, and it takes up 1 slot. Next is a leather hood. So put that into inventory here. That takes up 1 slot, and it gives another 1 defense. It gives a +1 defense. So Erik's total defense is 2, so +1 for the leather hood and +1 for the reindeer hide. As we're here, speed, all adventurers start with a speed of 40. Okay, for weapons, Erik has a steel sword, so that'll go into here, and that takes up 1 slot. And Steel Sword is a d6. So Skalds use a type of magic called sagas. You get a choice between heal or lightning spear. So heal is a healing spell, and lightning spear does damage, does magical damage. So let's say we're going to take heal. So I'm going to put that into the spells section here. So that takes up 1 slot to equip. So that's going to go into here. Saga. Heal. That's 1 slot. Okay, next item is a Sacred Waters. So this you can either use to heal some damage, heal some resilience, or you can use it to damage undead. Like, it's essentially holy water. And that takes up 1 slot. And that's a d10. So it can heal d10 resilience, or it can do d10 blast damage. And next is a Sacrificial Bundle. So that's small, so it doesn't take up any slots. This you can burn at a bonfire to restore 1 point of vigor. So if your vigor gets reduced to 0, that means your character's forever lost to the darkness. So you start off with 10 inventory, and let's see how many slots are free. Okay, so we've got 5 free slots. No current fatigue, but no souls because we're a fresh adventurer. And in here, I would draw a character profile of Erik. All right, so now Erik the Skald is ready to face the world of Runecairn with his steel sword, his saga of heal, and his reindeer hide. Runecairn Warden Saga is coming soon from ODIN'S RPG and Exalted Funeral. Sign up to my newsletter for release dates and more information.